Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is October 12th, 2021, Tuesday. It is 10:37 in the morning, and here we are again with the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. Use the but-for standard analysis. There wouldn't be a need for this were it not for Mr. Perry bothering me and stalking and harassing, attempting to coerce, and his voyeurism problems and his dark web problems and his sadist problems and his torturing and tormenting and bothering and invasion of my privacy and on and on and on, provoking and provoking and provoking. He planned that. That was planned actually to do, and he's done it for a long time. Also use the reasonable person standard and allegedly before all crime that is alleged. Use allegedly, because he hasn't gone to trial yet. He will. He'll be arrested soon, and there'll be a court case. There's already investigatory orders granted, so there's a judge overseeing everything, whether he wants to admit that or not. We got people that are very slow, and it's irritating the hell out of us. Because when you tell somebody something over and over and over and over, and they're still not putting it together in their head, you're just like, wow, you're fucking driving me insane, because only one time is how many times people have to say things to me. So you have to be told over and over and over and over the same thing. You got some doctors that are involved in elder care that think you're Alzheimer's, because nobody should have to say the same thing over and over and over again. And Mr. Perry thinks that he's got power, but he can't even figure out how to get women to like him. It's not peeping. It's not hacking. It's not making trouble. It's not harassing. It's not tormenting. It's not starving. It's not torture. You're fucking Hitler. You're no different. You're BTK. We all get it. You've made your point. We want to know how many times were you caught before you messed with me and how many after. Because you've been caught more than ever in your life. There's no date. There's never going to be a date. You're not wanted. You're rejected. You look like an idiot. I don't think you get that. See, you don't seem to get how other people see you. You're not liked. Sometimes people say something to your face because they don't want to end up like me. False arrested, smeared, slandered, defamed, starved. So they'll tell you whatever the hell that you want to hear to get you to go the fuck away. And you can't put that together, that people might do that. You're hated. Let me tell you something. Everyone hates your guts. We're all sick and tired of you. You got a sex problem. It's a deviant sex problem. And you have icked and slimed that all over everybody else. Just about long enough, sir. I don't want you. I never did. You're a job. Write it down. You got Alzheimer's. There's no way you don't. As many times as I've said the same thing over and over and over. You're caught. You're not getting a date. You're caught. You don't get a date. You're not wanted. You're caught. How many times was your crime exposed and dug up and discovered and caught before you met me, and how many after? I want the numbers, sir. You're not getting it. You can't figure out how to get women to like you. You disgust everybody. Believe me, you disgust everybody. That is why you're getting caught. We're sick of you. We're sick of you. You're not going to subjugate me, you sick little bitch. Perry types in my phone last night, allow. Allow what? What is it you want me to allow? Rape? Voyeurism rape? You stealing my money? You want me to allow voyeurism rape? That's a crime in all 50 states. You're getting caught when you do that to me. Why are you slow? You are getting caught when you do it to me. How many times were you caught before you met me? How many times were you caught after? You don't have anything real, dumbass. You can't do anything more than a 2-year-old little girl does. You're sitting around on your fat, lazy ass, perverting on everybody. Watching TV, making a fool of yourself. You're making everybody's skin crawl. You're creepy. You should be embarrassed by what you do. You should be absolutely about to die by the shit you do. You're not getting away with it this time. I didn't go to Zeos. McNamara email. Fabian puzzle. You're not getting away with this time. When you fuck with me, when you peep on me, when you hack me, when you make a problem for me, you don't get a date, you get caught. How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? Now that's what power is, bitch. I've quoted you and quoted you and quoted you and quoted you, and you always want to know how I find out. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're slow. You're irritating the fuck out of everybody. When you bother me, you get caught. First time that's happened to you, Dave, Josh, Joe, and Matt. And the more you fuck with me and I want to peep, I win, I want to peep, I win, I look, I like looking, I retarded, I look, I can't think, I'm like a little girl, I play with my doll, watch TV all day, and bother everybody, and it's ridiculous. That's how you're perceived by everybody else. Whiny, girled up, slow, irritating, bothering. You're not invited. You're not the invited guest. You're an imposition and a burden. Everyone is sick of you. Listen, everybody's sick of you. That's why you keep getting caught. Listen to the words I'm saying, Mr. Perry. Everybody's sick and tired of you. That's why you get caught. If I say it very slowly, will that help you understand the words said to you? How many times were you caught before you attacked me? How many after? What are the numbers? Can you still add and subtract? You can't do anything more than what a 2-year-old little girl can do. Watch TV and play with dolls. You are pathetic. You're BTK. Lucky called somebody in law enforcement and complained that he thought you were necro. Are you? You're one of those guys, those sex weirdos that likes to do stuff women don't like to do. So you kill them, and then you have sex with their dead body, and you wanted to do that to me, and he found out about it, and he wasn't going to let you do it. So you killed him, and you framed Mike. Is that what happened? Everybody knows you're not fooling anybody. You didn't win shit. You're going to jail for perjury and fraud. Racketeering. Title 18 of the U.S. Code. What did you win, bitch? You don't have a date. You're just caught. I have to speak slowly for you. You can't get easy concepts. It goes right over your head. Is that how that works with you? You're slow. You're very, very slow. You attack me, you get caught because everybody's sick and tired of you. You attack me, you get caught because everyone's sick and tired of you. You couldn't get a date with a gun to your head. Power guys can, I promise. I've been around power all my life. Power guys can get a real date with a real person, and they have no time to sit around playing with little dolls and watching TV and perverting around and bothering other people with a sex weirdo problem. And you can't stop, can you? You can't stop. You have no control and you have no power. You can't get a real date. You can't get a woman to like you. And you don't have a cover-up either, by the way. $25 million is a lot of money to piss away and not get a cover-up, isn't it? It's even more than that now, isn't it? You failed. So don't sit there and go, I win, I win, I win. Like some little 2-year-old brat. You're a spoiled, rotten little brat. You didn't get your way. So you're going to bother everybody and harass everybody and make everybody want to punch you. A lot of people want to punch your face. Understand that. Nobody's going where you are. You're going where I am. So don't act like you're under threat, you little pussy. You're not under threat. But you're provoking some anger and some animosity that you cannot even imagine. You cannot even imagine. You're a horrible man. You're hideous. You're grotesque. You disgust everybody. You disturb everybody. You need to wake up. You're in a lot of trouble. You didn't win shit. You're going to jail for perjury, you fucktard. Read Title 18 of the United States Code. And if your attorneys can't do it, our prosecutor will do it for them. Your peeping is a crime in all 50 states. That means people don't like it when you do that. It isn't sexy. It's disgusting. You're slow. How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? Where's the other McNamara email somebody else came up with? Where's the harassment email, the Mike was drugged email that anybody else came up with? We did that. You have no power. You have these weirdo urges you can't control. Power guys can get a real date with a real woman and go be normal. They don't sit around like a 2-year-old little girl with their skirt on and lipstick all over their face playing with a dolly. And that's all you do all day. And you're going to have to prove in our court you're not doing that. And you can't. Because you are. Our judge isn't ignorant on fact. He didn't like you. He's heard all these recordings. That'll make somebody hate you. When you sit around in your little meetings and you plan this and you plan that and you cause this and you cause that. David, you too. That's you too, bitch. So, what is it you're getting out of that, bitch? You don't have a real date. You're not wanted. You can't figure out how to get women to like you. You're stupid. And you didn't win shit. You cheated and you're going to jail for that. I promise you. You will go to jail for that. You're delusional. You have an imaginary life. It's not real. It's pretend. You think people don't see that? You're off your nut. You're off your fucking nut. People say what you want to hear so you'll shut up and go away. Behind your back, it's a whole different thing. If I'm quoting you, you think we don't know about that too? You better wake up. Get a grip on reality. How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? Who else has a McNamara email, Mr. Perry? Who else that you know has a McNamara email? Or this. This right here. When you didn't let me testify for Mike, you don't understand who all you pissed off. You don't know who all you pissed off. You pissed off a lot of the wrong people, and you pissed me off. And when you fuck with me, you pissed off a lot of the wrong people. And that's why you have a monster, a machine, not a monster, a machine after you. And you're quoted all the time. I didn't go to Zeos. I didn't shut the bank down. You better call Robertson and tell him she didn't do with her card what he wanted her to. I heard that recording. And no, I didn't, did I? She didn't call the Duvals. Perry, you're caught. Who else has done what we've done? I want a name. Who else has done what we've done? There is no goal in my head but to fuck up your crime. And nobody's done it better than me. You think you could get a date with somebody like me? You're off your nut. You're fucking nuts. There's no way. So Lucky's telling people this guy's a sex weirdo. Like the BTK. And I promise you he's a necrophiliac. He does weird shit what living women don't like. So he kills them and then he has sex with a dead body. It's the only way he can do it. You're caught. Where's your power now? You don't have any. You can't get women to like you. You do nothing more than sit around, watch TV, and play with dolls like some fucking 2-year-old little girl. You're all girled up all the time. Drama queen. They hurt my feelings. They're telling on me. They hurt my feelings. I'm a victim. You're not a fucking victim. You're a villain. And you're caught more than ever in your life, aren't ya? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, serial killers all have this grandiose thinking. Boy, how do you fit that to a T? I've never seen anybody try to prove a shrink right. Try to prove a doctor's right. Try to prove a criminologist right. When they're talking about you bad. You know, you're doing all this bad stuff. Yep, I am. I do it. I get away with it. I do it. What the fuck is wrong with you? What in the fuck is wrong with you? You know, when you're sitting in prison, where you're in court and everybody else has to hear these recordings I've had to sit and listen to, do you understand that your family's going to want to know what the fuck was so important you had to embarrass us with this, Dad? Did you not think about them? Your kids? Your wife? They're going to come to you and want to know what the hell was so important that you had to embarrass them with this. They're stuck with it forever. This is who you are. This is what you do. I'm just the one that caught you. Because I have help you can't get to. You've not had that happen before. Charles, you're a job. That's it. Charles, you're a job. And that's all you are. The best you can do is sit around in a pretend land, bothering everybody. Best you can be. You're a rejected fail. Too stupid to figure out how to move on like everybody else can do, including your kids. You're irritating us with your slow. You're irritating the fuck out of us with your Alzheimer's. You gotta get a pill, dude. And your responses are very inappropriate to what was just said. No reasonable person would respond the way that you do. Yes, I'm peeping. Allow it. I cheated in court. I win. Check the docket. Nope. Fuck you. What I want you to check, sir, again, what are the numbers? How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? I want the numbers. That's what you need to check. That's what you need to check. This McNamara email and all this stuff, you need to read it, bitch. I'm quoting you. We don't always know if he's told, on this McNamara email, we don't always know if he's told the people that he's wanting to do this to. This McNamara email, it might be here. Yep. He's going to arrange a false arrest. I said in October, January, he did. I'm going to repeat that. Mr. Perry, listen to the words I'm saying. October 2015, I told everybody you were threatening and harassing and coercing. Death and false arrest, specifically. These weren't vague. These were specific, bitch. And then you carried it out in January. Because there was no crime. There was no political vendetta. You don't have any evidence of any such thing. Because there wasn't one. You imagined it. They charged me with filing a false police report in retaliation for a public servant doing his job. But the weird thing is going back to 2011, there's nothing about politics at all. It's all about stalking. Everything I said, even back then, 5 years earlier. Perry, you're not relevant politically. You're not worth the attack. I didn't go to the media. I went to your people and said, he's hitting on me. I don't like it. Make him stop. He's doing it in public. He's throwing jealous fits in public. This is the McNamara email. Charles, I want a name of anybody else who's done that before. What's that guy's name? Because this is the first time you've been caught like this. And you just go at it and go at it. Drive everybody insane. Get a grip on reality. Who else has done that? So we don't always know if Judge McNamara, let me back up. We do know we don't put it out. Once these conversations are had, these little meetings, where everybody sits and decides, how can we fuck up Cynthia today? What can we fake up, what can we frame her with? What can we take her money? What can we do to subjugate her? We're a bunch of hillbillies. We like to subjugate women because we live in the dark ages, back when there is misogyny. Right? Fuck you. Not this time. Didn't I say that, Charles? Not this time. You sick fuck little bitch. You're pathetic. You don't have any power. 4 years I told nobody except a few friends, most of whom did not live in Texas, that you're creepy. You're a creepster. That's the best you will ever do. You can't get a date. You don't have any power. You can't get women to like you. You don't have any power. You're just creepy. I didn't go to media for 4 years. I was long gone from Lubbock when I went to media. About 5 people knew, 3 out of state, 2 more my close friends that saw you do weird shit. Otherwise, it didn't go to media. You had 4 years to straighten it up and not have a scandal. You brought this on yourself because I left to get away from you so there wouldn't be a scandal. How many other people have come up with this quoting you? I quoted you here. This came from somebody in Lubbock, by the way. The person that gave us this lives in Lubbock. You like bragging about your crime. That's the thing with you. Look what I can do and get away with. Just like you're telling me, allow it. I can watch you and get away with it because I'm creepy and I have money to buy people. But you're not buying us, and this has not happened to you before, and it's happening every day right now, isn't it? I didn't go to Zios. Everybody's sick and tired of you, and that's why the more we're sick and tired of you, we all get, the more of that we get. I didn't go to Zios. I didn't shut the card off, David, after you stole my money. He had deduction taken out of my account. Money, just stole it. Just took it right out of my account. An account he should know about. And then one of his guys was recorded. Call Robertson and tell him she's not doing with her card what we wanted her to do. Locking it up. I didn't lock it. Nope, I didn't. It's still there. You want to keep taking out money out of my account? Have at it. I'm going to get your ass for that. And I mean legally. Criminal charges will get you. We already are. This was the first of it. You need to wake up and realize what you're doing here. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you fuck with me, you get emails like that. There's never a date. You're never wanted. And that's never happened to you before. And it's happening every day. I didn't go to Zios, did I? Write it down. We're tired of repeating ourselves. Your responses need to be appropriate for the words said to you, Mr. Perry, and you have yet to do that. You don't know how, do you? You honestly have no idea how to respond appropriately to words said to you because our shrink got all your emails and read them. Some of these do not even make sense, she said. He's responding with one sentence, 3 words, maybe 5. Once in a while, there's 2 or 3 sentences, but it's not at the level of an intelligent person. This is what we do when we're in first grade. I don't think he has the IQ above 30. So we want to seek the death penalty for a first-degree murder. And he may not qualify. Charles, everybody knows you want to frame me for a murder. You got a partial print. Everyone knows you want to frame me for something. If it's not murder, it's prostitution. I took my shoes off during a lap dance. I had my feet covered. You wanted to get me on that. You wanted to get me on drug trafficking. You tried to get somebody to have me go ask that cop if he wants my drugs, and I wouldn't do it. We all have noted for the record over and over and over and over, you want to frame me for a murder because I'm the one catching you getting shit like this, and you don't like that, do you? You don't like getting caught. You're desperate, and you're making mistakes, and we're catching them. I didn't go to Zios. You want to frame me for murder. You want to frame me for murder. You want to frame me for murder. How many times do I need to say it before you get it? We already caught you. It's already been said. We've already discussed it. You wanted to plant a gun in my car. I haven't shot a gun in my life ever. You got a partial print on something you're planting. Look, you guys dig through the trash. We've seen you do it. I got pictures of it. Anybody can get anything out of my trash, get a fingerprint off of it, and plant it anywhere. You're not supposed to know where I live. I use a protected address. I have pictures of your people digging in the trash, putting it in the back of a truck. So you can get my partial print off of anything and put it anywhere. And we've noted that for the record over and over and over and over. You're caught. You're caught. Mr. Perry, you're caught. Mr. Perry, I don't know who the fuck you think you're fooling. I'd like the list of names of those people you think you're fooling. You wanted to do, some sort of jewelry scam. Get Terry to give her jewelry from the auction his wife brought home. And don't make sure she doesn't make any money. Starve her to death. Then have her go pawn that off, and then we'll have her arrested for stolen property. He did give me some jewelry. Our guy says, I don't think they gave her the jewelry they wanted her to pawn. This crap is not even worth $10. A pawn shop won't take it. I heard the recording. It was out everywhere. Didn't it not get out? Because our guys got the picture of the jewelry, took it to their jewelry guy who said, it's Walmart shit, not worth $10. I think they hadn't given it to her yet. A pawn shop won't take any of this. You were caught. Everyone knows you're trying to arrange a second false arrest, Charles. Everyone knows you're trying to frame up something like you did Mike Neely. Everyone knows Mike Neely was drugged. I said it months before anybody else said it. He didn't have a mark on him. You cannot beat a guy to death while you're asleep. And if you beat a guy to death, you're going to have a mark on you, or two, and he said that. And you fucked him over, and we're fucking you over right now. I didn't go to Zios, did I? You're caught on your first-degree murder frame-up. You're proving our shrink right every fucking day, like you just don't even know. Stupid. Stupid. You're proving her right. It's like you're trying. It's like you're trying. You don't know you should be embarrassed, and you're just trying to prove her right, and you're doing a fantastic job of it, and we couldn't be happier. You're the gift that keeps on giving to law enforcement. You're a big catch, by the way, for law enforcement. We got guys that cannot wait to have that on their record. I caught this bad guy, and he is really bad. They want that. I want that for them. See, every day, I didn't go to Zios. McNamara email. Fabian puzzle. Your name's not on that, is it? You dumb son of a bitch. Look, is your name on that? You're the butt-in. You're the butt-in Bertha. Nosy, nosy, nosy. You're just like Connie Curry. Is it Lubbock? Or what the fuck is that? You just don't have a life and you got to butt into everybody else's? Huh? Do you see where that is, that word, me? You're very selfish. When you focus on you, you is all you're going to end up with, and you are all alone all the time. You can't figure out how to get women to like you, can you? You're slow. You're a sex weirdo, aren't you? You got abused as a kid, and instead of doing what Oprah Winfrey did and trying to find a way to make that help other people, you use it as an excuse to fail every day. You gave your offender control over you the minute you did that. You attack me every day. You assault me in my own house. You sit around. Everything's a fucking threat to me. I walk outside my home, and whoever's driving by, I don't know if they're friend or foe or just nobody. Because of what you did to me in Manford. Somebody pulling up here, taking out trash. I took pictures of it, bitch. I got pictures of the guy. And there was a man and a woman. You're getting my prints off the bottles of water I drink, and you're going to plant it at some murder and say, oh, she committed murder. See, I told you. Everyone believe me. Ignore everything else that's gone on over the past 10 years. And every time I've lied in court, and believe me now. You think people are that stupid? Like you? You think people are as stupid as you? Listen, that right there shows that you're a delusional stupid. Because they're not. You have lied in court over and over and over and over. Philip and Mallory have the pictures of those people digging in the trash. Shut up, Perry. He's trying to say something. He likes typing in my computer. Listen, you're caught. Your name is not on that puzzle, is it? Who is it you think you're fooling? I want to list the names of people you think you're fooling. All the people you think who are as stupid as you. Where are those people's names? Because I promise you, we've probably already got a recording of them somewhere, and they're not as stupid as you. Or I go talk to them, and I promise you, they're not going to be as stupid as you. You're very slow. Look at this. My guys got that to me in jail. Not some random time. In jail. That's not some random name. That's Fabian's name. Me is keeping them apart for a time, but at the end of it, Hope and Fabian still intersect. Do you see that? So your position is to make those words line up exactly like they line up, Bunny and Bertha, so that they intersect at just the right time, in just the right way. And you didn't affect fuck. You didn't affect fuck. At the end of the day, Sad on the right denotes the sadness you cause. Why do you get off making people sad? And then you can't figure out why nobody wants you around and everyone's talking and you're getting caught all the time. I didn't go to Zios. I didn't shut the card down, David. You better call David and tell him. Well, he said Robertson. Call Robertson and tell him she didn't do with her card what he wanted her to after he stole her money. Yep. She didn't call the Duvals after they caused a car accident again. Duly noted for the record. And you got caught again. Because you're stupid and delusional. And you are kidding yourself if you think people are helping you. They're fighting against you. Motherfucker, $25 million didn't cover up shit, did it? I want to know a name of somebody that can pull that off like I pulled that off. I can't do it alone. So who's helping me? You can't get to them. They're dead lucky and framed Mike and almost dead framed Cynthia. Saying that's the reason. You are already picking on me. I'm the front man. I'm the bait. You're stupid. You fell for the bait. You take it every time. You take it every time. It's the gift that keeps on giving. This on the left, boo, is a private joke between me and my friends from way back. And it denotes the fear you cause. And they got that to me in jail. Because they had an op planned here. They heard y'all talking. Matt and all y'all talking about what you were going to do to me. And they dropped me right in it. There's a lot of times they'll drop me right in the middle of something and not tell me beforehand. Sometimes I get pissed off about it. But my guy goes, well, I need you to be authentic in your reaction. I can't have you pretending. There can't be a mistake like that. So we don't tell you before we let them do something to you. We want to get them. Just like a drug deal, you let the drug buy happen. We're going to get them. We don't kiss the ass of little pussies like them. We're going to get them. So we may have to let them do a few things. We're not going to tell you ahead of time because we want your reaction to be real and not pretend. But they don't always, and you know that. I didn't go to Zios. I didn't shut the card down after David took my money. I didn't call the Duvals after they caused a wreck. Again. Who is it you're dealing with? Who is it that you're dealing with, Perry? Listen, you're not going to know that. I hate your guts. When you're in prison, you can't hurt me anymore. When you're in listen to the words I'm saying, write it down. I've said it before, over and over and over, Alzheimer's. When you're in prison, you can't do this shit to me anymore. I'll have my privacy back. I'll never be broke again unless I spend unwisely. I won't have any more computer problems, peeper problems, car accidents, all that shit that you cause all the time. Family conflicts, betrayal. Almost dead because you poisoned me. I'm not going to have that anymore. So what is it you think I want? It's not you. It won't be to help you. No one has kicked your criminal ass like this before. Listen to the words I'm saying. I will never help you, Perry. I want you in jail. Because all you do is cause me trauma. You traumatize me every day. You terrorize me every day. When you're in jail, you cannot do that again. I will never help you. Fuck you for even asking me. It's been years, and you have asked me over and over, who's talking, who's telling, who's helping you. Have I ever answered you? What kind of retard doesn't get it by now? I'm not going to. I'm fighting against you. I'm not for you. I'm fighting against you like nobody you know ever has. You seem to not be able to put things together in your head at all. It goes right over your head what I just said, didn't it? It's not gonna click for you, is it? Because I've said it over and over and over and over and over, and you're slow, and it drives me nuts. I hate dealing with it. I don't have any patience for it. I'm very smart. We think circles around you in your sleep. I'm sorry, in my sleep. In my sleep, I can think circles around you. I have been. That's why you're more caught now than you've ever been in your entire life. I didn't go to Zios. Mike was drugged. I said it months before. Anybody else said it. You're slow. You don't have power control, or you'd stop because you keep getting caught. Everyone's sick and tired of you. That's why you keep getting caught. I will never help you. I hate your guts. I want you in prison so you can't traumatize me day after day after day after day anymore ever again. You want to frame me for a murder? Wow. Ooh, no surprise there. You got a partial print. Yeah, well, you got my trash out of the trash can, so I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I've never fired a weapon in my life. A gun. Never fired one. Never owned one. Never sought to own one. I'm not into guns. If I absolutely had to learn how to shoot a gun for a job, I would. But right now, that's not been necessary, and I've not done it. I'm not anti-gun. If other people want to buy guns, that's fine. I don't want a gun. I've never held a gun. I've never fired a gun. So you want to get a partial print out of the trash can? I took pictures of those people. Mallory and Philip have those pictures. They're the only ones that do. They're the only ones that do. And you want to plant something on a gun? Duly noted for the record. You need a smear campaign because you're caught. You don't like that. You like to force and push and coerce and force and push and coerce. Duly noted for the... Listen, we've said this. That's what you do. Over and over and over. You're desperate. Bitches they make serious mistakes when they're desperate. You are. You are making those mistakes. Like a motherfucker. Listen, everybody's... Stop contacting me, Charles. Stop contacting me. I hate it. Stop contacting me. When you contact me, you get caught more. Stop all forms of all contact. Stop peeping, stop hacking, and get the fuck out of my life. The more you do it, it's against my will. The more you get caught. And your partners need to know that. If you guys don't like getting caught, she didn't go to Zio's. Call Robertson, tell him she didn't shut her card off. She didn't cancel the card. Your partners, those people, a lot of them I quote too, have you to thank because you push and provoke and contact me, and I hate it. The more you contact me, the more you take, the more you bother, the more you harass, the more you try to coerce, the more you do what you do because you don't have any control to stop. You don't have any power. The more you're caught, the more I'm quoting you, the more I change my plans up because I know what you're going to do. I didn't go to Zio's, did I? I didn't go to Zio's, bitch. I didn't lock the card up, bitch, after you stole my money. I didn't call the Duvals. That was just last week. When you torment me, Charles, when you contact me in any form at all, when you take my money, when the longer Mike sits in jail for what you did, the harder my guys that got me this go at you. They're stopping your crime. Imagine that. You're not getting away with it. You keep saying that. Allow. I can do anything and get away with it. I can kill people and get away with it. I'll just buy my way out. Until now. You can't 1 minute ask who's telling on me. Who are these people going at me? Who got you that puzzle? And then be oblivious to the fact that they are catching you. And they don't want your money. They want you in jail. You've caused enough problems. You've caused enough catastrophic loss, and the kind we will never get over. Lucky deserves to have the honors of being killed in the line of duty, not a drunken brawl, because the other guy didn't have a mark on him, did he? He slept through the whole thing. The fight was between Lucky and the offender. What'd you give Mike? Why is he passed out all of a sudden? Because Mike was treated with Narcan for opioid overdose. Where'd you get the opioids, Charles? You running drugs? Where'd you get the drugs, Charles? Where'd you get the arsenic you used to try to kill me? Where are you getting drugs, Charles? I thought you're a Christian family man. Goes to Sunday school with Mr. Powell. You're BFF from Sunday school. Vote for me. I'm a perfect family man. This woman's crazy. Sure. How did I get that? You think people believe you still? They're asking you to choose. Since you don't have any evidence of a political vendetta and there doesn't seem to be a motive, What, when you went into a courtroom and lied about that, was it because you imagined it and at the time you truly believed it? Or did you just bold-faced lie again? You are caught. You are caught. Write it down. We're sick of your slow. You are caught. You're caught. You're caught, Perry. And you're caught the more and more every day when you fuck with me. And you're not getting that. Things don't click for you, do they? Just easy concepts. You just don't get them, do you? You're slow. That's just so irritating for people that are not slow. You know, at first I wanted to be a psychologist. But I'm going to tell you something. I never wanted to do counseling. That was never why. It was more of the criminology part of it. Why the hell does people do fucked up things to each other? That's what I wanted to study it. Well, I started taking criminal justice classes as electives and decided I'm going to make a change. So I made a change. It's criminal justice now. Look what I'm doing every day with my time. Fighting your crime like nobody else you know has ever. And you're not winning. You're getting your ass kicked. I didn't go to Zeos, did I? You want to frame me for murder? I got pictures of your people digging through my trash. Shouldn't know where I live, and they couldn't know by any legal means. So I got the pictures of them. Mallory and Philip have that. And no one else. And my guys have it. Whatever I have, they've got that too. You want to get a partial print out of my trash can? Plant it somewhere? You have a partial print. We got it. We know. It's been said, Charles, over and over and over. You're caught. You got caught on the jewelry scam. You got caught on the drug trafficking scam. You got caught on, we want to get her with our shoes off in a lap dance. You have to keep your feet covered. I do. That's none of your business. You want to Stormy Daniel me with something small like that? Is that really what you want to do? You really think that will help you out of your $25 million failed cover-up? I don't dance anymore because you are always a threat. If it's not that, it's, you're trying to kill me. Let's just straight up kill her. I heard you were going to put somebody across the road with a sniper. Shoot me in the head when I get out of my car. Is that true? Who are you going to blame for that? Redneck gone wrong. He was just playing around with his gun and it just went off. And oops, of all the people we got, it was her. Some kind of false medical emergency. And then when she helps the guy tell her, well, you got a virus or disease that he had, it's going to kill you dead. You're going to have a shot. Only the shot was strychnine. The other shit was a bullshit. Lucky was right. You're necro, aren't you? Like the BTK. Does that hurt your feelings when people start calling it like it is? When they start holding you accountable for hurting the devastation you've caused so many people for so long, and until now got away with it? You did. You're right. You did get away with it. But you're not now. If I didn't go to Zeos and I didn't close out my account or cancel the card and I didn't call the Duvals, right? You're not getting away with it. That's them stopping you, genius. It's irritating that you're slow like this. Very, very irritating that you're very slow. And you don't have the skill set above a 2-year-old little girl sitting around watching TV playing with dolls. All girled up. All the time. No power, no control to figure out how to get women to like you. So you can get a real date with a real person. Right? You can't do it. You can't. Listen, you don't have that kind of power. All you do is bother everybody and then piss everybody off and get caught. And it's a vicious cycle every day. You bother everybody, you cause problems, you piss everybody off, you get caught. You bother everybody, you cause problems, you piss everybody off, you get caught. You bother everybody, you cause problems, you piss everybody off, you got caught. And $25 million pissed away. You got nothing. No cover up. Where's the cover up? Who is it you think you fooled? I want the list of those. I want names of people you think you fooled. I want to know who those people are, because my guess is they're not really fooled. They're telling you that to make you shut up and go away. Right? That's what people do, Charles. They don't want you to waste their time. He's not going to waste my time. I could confront him and he'll lie to me, and I don't have time for that. And I'm not going to subject myself to his threats and his harassment. So what I'll do is I'll say what he wants to hear and get the hell out. I'm not going to put myself through that bullshit. I got better things to do. You are told you don't have a love life and you don't have a cover up, and you're taking time away from my family and my business for that. And I want you to stop. Who was that? Blankenship? Who told you that? Who told you that, you sick son of a bitch? You're a fail every day because you can't be normal and you can't figure out how to get women to like you. And $25 million didn't cover up a damn thing, did it? Your crime is more uncovered than ever because my goal is not to have a date with you, not to help you. My goal is to fuck up your crime like nobody you have ever met in your life. And I have done that. I want the name of anybody else who's done what I've done. I don't think there is one. There is no more McNamara email, is there? Who else has done this? You little fucktard. You need to keep up with everybody else, Slow. It's irritating me. It's irritating everybody. Your little harassment plan, right? This. We're all sneaky. Nobody will suspect a thing. We're going to send her home, harass the hell out of her, but make her think she's going to be safe. And then, when she tells on us, we'll be, oh, they hurt our feelings. They told on us. We're victims. And Justice Scalia died right then, right there. Not in D.C., in Texas. Over there in Hillbilly land, where y'all don't know how to follow procedure post-mortem like they do in D.C. And you flagged off a D.C. homicide commander. And then, that was just speculation until there's this. Now it's not just speculation anymore. You actually had a premeditated crime planned. He would have gotten in your way. You were going to perpetrate a fraud upon the highest court of the land. You got caught. You fucking got caught. You're desperate and you make mistakes. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It is funny as fuck if it weren't harmful. So this was noted for the record months before you actually did it in civil court. And Justice Scalia is the one who said flag burning is protected speech under the First Amendment. If I'm king, I say hang the guy, but I'm not king. We have a constitution that allows for that. You can burn a flag, and it might make everybody upset, but it is protected speech under the First Amendment, and you didn't like that because you were about to go into his courtroom and lie again. And he's in West Texas right when you're planning all that, and he dies. And then you've got post-mortem examinations didn't happen. And it said, and the guy in D.C., the commander of homicide, it would have happened here. Why didn't it happen there? Something's fishy. And that's just cop speculation. Murder cop, by the way. He's a murder cop. He's not patrol. He's a murder cop. Commander, not a detective. Starts wondering why Texas didn't follow post-mortem procedure as they would have done in D.C. had Justice Scalia died in D.C. He didn't die in D.C. He died in West Texas while you were planning this right here. And then you did it in civil court. So you can't say you weren't planning it, that I'm just making that up or I delusional. Right? You did plan it and you did do it. And you got caught. So, did you kill the judge? Everybody loved Justice Scalia. There are people that were dead set against him, like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but they loved him. They loved him. He was a good man. You didn't have the right to take his life just because you wanted to perpetrate a fraud on the court and he wouldn't put up with it. And that's the second one. And the first one. And the next one was Lucky Miller, who figured out you're a necrophiliac and you didn't like that. Right? You didn't like that, did you? He had you all figured out. There's a lot of good cops out there that have you figured out, by the way. They're not going to end up dead. They're going to get your ass. But they're going to make sure when they do, you don't ever get out. Pilot on high so he cannot overcome it. Dig that hole deep. Let him go. Here's the shovel. Let him go at it so that there is no getting out of that hole. That's what they're doing. There's a strategy here, dummy. I don't like you. You can get a date with me with a gun to your head. You're just a job, and no one has fucked up your crime like me. There's no goal for a date. My goal is to fuck up your crime like nobody ever has in your life, and I've done that very, very well, by the way. In spite of all the threats and all being traumatized every fucking day. I'm re-traumatized every day. When you have a loss, a catastrophic loss, it's traumatizing. It causes all kinds of emotional problems. I'm able to manage it very well. How do you think I can do that? I'll tell you, I couldn't do it alone. Could not do it alone. I have one of my guys, I've done some Uber Eats as of late to make a little extra cash because you're trying to take mine. And when I go dance, you take that too, threaten and harass. And I have a hard time with some directions, not all, but some. And I'm telling my guy, can't you help me with this? And he goes, listen, bitch, I've seen you get yourself in and out of life and death situations quickly. You can't find a fucking house. You learn how to find a fucking house. All you got to do is pick food up from a restaurant and take it to a damn house. You can get yourself in and out of life and death situations and not even really try very hard. So you think I need to fucking help you find a damn house? Go figure out how to do it. I'm not going to help you with that. You're smart. You can figure it out. Just concentrate. Focus on what you're trying to do. It's just fucking finding a damn house. He's right. I wanted him to help me find the fucking house. And he was like, nope, I've seen you do a whole lot more than that. Under very stressful circumstances. I think you got this. You don't need my help. You're just being lazy right now. That's the kind of people I'm working with. They know me very well. They know what I can do and what I can't do. They would know, Charles, if I killed somebody. They're not stupid. You are. They would know. If they know everything you've done, like the McNamara email, before you do it, whatever this bullshit is you have planned before, I didn't go to Zeos. You think they don't know whether or not I killed somebody? Or you're just trying to do a frame-up? Yep, they do. And they know Mike Neely didn't kill anybody either. You're caught. You're caught. Did your dolly help you when I didn't go to Zeos? Did your dolly help you, Charles? When we got the McNamara email, did your little dolly help you when I didn't call the Duvals or close out the account? Did your dolly help you then? Little girls play with dolls, not grown men. You guys, this was the first false arrest. I'm going to go over this just real quick because it seems like it needs to be gone over. Also looking for the mobile uploads. Oh, there's this. This was the first protective order I sought. I forgot the police report. The judge denied my protective order because I forgot it. It's like Marler versus Clower. You got to have it. It says it right here. It's the law. If you want it, it's the last sentence. You want to seek a protective order, you got to file a police report. I didn't have a choice. Listen, you've done all kinds of shit to me, and I don't call 911, and I don't call Tulsa police. I called Manfred that one time after you had already done like 100 things because I wanted to get a protective order. I didn't have a choice. You'd already done 100 things to my car. So I called them to file a report, and I said to Officer Gibson, I need to take it to court to get a protective order. We're already in court, but I'm going to have to ask for a hearing. I'd already asked for one. That got ignored. When you file a request for a protective order, in 14 days, there's supposed to be a hearing. There wasn't one. There was supposed to be a hearing on my motions to intervene for Mike Neely. There wasn't one. There was supposed to be a hearing for my injunctive order when Pinto came to me, and I recorded him, and there wasn't one. Charles, you got U.S. attorneys, I'm not saying from where, wondering why there were so many of these cases where there was no hearing, and why I was kept out of it when there was. You're in a lot of trouble. It's not just us. We're all over your ass, but you've got some U.S. attorneys looking into this too. You want to call them and tell them to stop your crime, and you'll make it worth their while. You want to do that? Go ahead. Do it. I dare you. Call the U.S. attorneys up you think it is and tell them, stop catching my bad crime. I'll pay you. I'll make it worth your while. I dare you to make that phone call. Do it now. As soon as you listen to this, do it. I dare you. Pay one more government official. Pay one more judge. I dare you. You will not like how that turns out for you. Obstruct justice one more time. I dare you, you little bitch. I dare you. Do it. You will not like how that turns out. You're in over your head. You've taken that shovel and dug and dug and dug and dug and dug. So, you tried to kill me. Right? Did you give me arsenic and phenobarbital? Yeah. Just like that, amidst it in a text. It's not a verbal conversation you can deny. You put it in a text. Yep. And then, I don't know, I mean, who the hell does that? Then I filed a police report on the 21st of January, 2016. I've already been telling people. He's threatening me with a false arrest. Right? Mr. Perry, did I not see? This was on the 4th of January. I hadn't filed a police report yet. A false arrest and murdering me isn't going to vindicate him from stalking. It's going to prove he is. He's proven me right. He's that kind of genius we got to deal with here. Okay, so criminals are stupid. You know who told me that? Marcus Harper, Tulsa Police. Criminals are stupid. I was like, they are, or they wouldn't be criminals. He's right. They are. You are, Charles. Stupid. You are too, David, Matt, Josh, Joe. You're all stupid. Because people who are smart don't have to stoop to criminal activity to survive and to function, and you do. To make money. We can make money without it. I'm making money. You take it away. You steal it. So it's not that I'm not making it. It's not that God doesn't provide. He doesn't do his part. You're stealing it. You stole it last week, David. And then you were upset that I didn't cancel my card. Better call Roberson. She's not doing what he wanted with the card. The only way you could have known that is hacking me. Hacking is a crime, dumbass. Voyeurism is a crime. Stealing money is a crime. They already got you like grand larceny with intent to coerce, conversion with intent to coerce, over and over and over and over. And you act like you're not caught. And we don't understand that at all. What the hell planet do you live on? You are caught. I want the list of names of people you think you're fooling. Because I promise if I talk to them long enough, you're not. They just don't want to deal with you. So they'll say whatever you want to hear to shut you up to make you go away. Write that down, Perry, with your Alzheimer's. So tired of repeating. So within a week, they filed charges against me for that's the dismissal. Mr. Powell had it dismissed because it was bogus. There was no crime. Yep. There was these are the charges here. False police report. Look at the date. I'm arrested. I filed it on the 21st. I'm arrested on the 29th. Do you think there was time for a police investigation within that time period to determine whether it was false or true? A week? Nope. In fact, I hadn't even talked to a detective yet. This was when the detective called on the 15th of February. They interfered with the chain of custody of evidence. I had the degradation of my evidence as a result. They're big on degrading evidence, destroying evidence, obstruction, perjury, witness tampering. Over and over and over. We caught you. No one else has done what we've done. We caught you. I'm interested. My goal is to fuck up your crime. And I've done that better than anybody you know. I want a list of names of people you think you're fooling. I want a list of names, Perry. Who is it you think you're fooling? Because I don't think you are. I think a lot of people are right. They're not stupid. You think everybody's as dumb as you, don't you? Yep. Okay. So they had to do I need to find that other one. We had nope. We had there it is. My attorney comes to me after my false arrest. They realize they made a terrible mistake. I'm like, you think? They want you to lie. Fuck you, I just lost my house again. So I'm not going to lie. What I will do, because I'm this nauseated at Charles Perry's presence in my life, is I'll just stay quiet if he never contacts me again. I'm not going to lie. I just won't say anything at all. That's what this is. The first thing where it says Charles Perry is to leave me alone. And I'm under duress, and he's not when this was signed. I file a breach of contract claim, and the judge never had a hearing. Same as Mike Neely's case. Same as the Pinto case. Over and over and over. There's no hearing when there should have been a hearing. There was no determination made to say, is this a contract that's binding to Charles Perry or not? It was dismissed on res judicata. This wasn't filed before in any other case. There was no res judicata. There has to be a fair trial and hearing before there can be res judicata. And that didn't happen. So here again, we've got a bot judge. There was no res judicata, Mr. Perry. There has to be a fair hearing and a fair trial for that to be asserted and held up. And you bought another judge, and we all know it. They know what you just said, and I didn't go to Zeos. They know which judges you've bought and which ones you haven't, and how much you paid each judge. Fuck you. Who is it you think you're fooling? This time you're not getting away with it. Why don't you shut up? Nobody asked you what you thought. Stop butting in. Right? How many times have I had to say that to you? Butt in, Bertha. You weren't asked. You were told to get the hell out of my life. Get some control and power and get the hell out of my life and go try to figure out a way to get women to like you. You're fucking pathetic. Do you not get that? That's how everybody else sees you? You don't get it. You don't get anything. When you make people mad, when you cause problems and drama, they aren't going to like you. They're not going to help you. You're getting caught more than ever. $25 million didn't cover up shit, did it? And you can't get a date. I win. I bite a judge. I win. You look pathetic. You ought to know that. You're old. Women aren't attracted to bitches who are all girled up, sit around, watch TV, and play with dolls. It's repulsive. You're a turnoff. Women don't like mean men. We like gentlemen who are chivalrous. That's what we're attracted to. You're a fucking idiot. You should know this. So don't sit there and act like you're fooling people. You're not. You're not. Nobody's as stupid as you. Nobody's as stupid as you. There's no res judicata if there's no fair trial. This issue, whether or not this is a contract, wasn't brought into any other court proceeding at all. It's not in any brief anywhere. You paid a judge. My guys know what you just said, and I didn't go to Zeos. They know which judges you paid and how much you paid them. You're going to go to jail. You better wake up. You've not been this caught in your entire life. I said not this time, didn't I? My goal is to fuck up your crime because you're hurting people. And my granddad taught me, relieve suffering caused by crime or anything. It doesn't have to be crime. Relieve the suffering. Relieve it. You're a burden. You're an imposition. And you're making everybody mad. And that's why you keep getting caught. I want the names of anybody else who's got a McNamara email, or a harassment email, or a Mike was drugged email, or a Fabian puzzle. Give me the list of names. Or shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you what you think, did they? You were asked to get the hell out of my life, weren't ya? Get control, get power, and do it. You're not wanted here. You were never invited here. You're a butt-in. You're a criminal. You know what? Marcus Harper was right when he said criminals are stupid, or they wouldn't be criminals. He's a police officer. But actually, you don't even have to be a police officer to know that. Everybody pretty much knows that. That's why we don't go around doing what you do all day. Never once have I had to buy a cop. Never once have I had to buy a judge. But what I was trying to say earlier is, when you guys do something to me, I don't call 911. I don't need to. I have police from somewhere else helping me. Wait, you want me to get another cop killed? If I call 911, if something does happen and I want to go back to court for a protective order, and I call Tulsa Police, you're going to kill the guy who takes that report? What the fuck do you think you're doing? Killing cops. Fuck you. I gave you a chance to get Mike out, didn't I? You do it your way, you control the situation, you control how that happens, or we'll do it and you will not like how we do that. If we get what you just said, bitch, listen, pay attention, you're talking too much. Get out of my computer. You need to shut up. Types in my computer when I'm talking, like Like this is a conversation. This is not a conversation. This is a podcast. I'm talking. You shut up. Get out of my computer, hacker. When you mess with me, you get caught, right? Write it down. I've said it. How many times have I said it? Maybe we should start counting how many times I've said, when you mess with me, you'll get caught. Maybe we don't write that. Maybe to start taking, get one of those things you can click to keep numbers. 50,000 times I've said it. 50,000 times I've said it. 50,000 times I've said it. Why didn't you get it? Why don't you get it? We know exactly which judges you bought and how much you paid them. If they can get what you just said, they can get Mike out of jail. You won't like it any more than you like when we get what you just said. I didn't go to Zio's. So you think they can't get Mike out of jail? You're off your nut. They can. And you won't like the way they do it any more than you like it when I'm told don't go to Zio's. You are not getting it, are ya? You're very slow. It's very irritating. There's something I have to do. Okay, so the next thing is sorry about that. I had to do something. So on the partial print, I'm in criminal justice classes. So we have studied that they're moving away from fingerprinting as a way to identify people, because they show, I've seen about 5 videos on it. You can take a print of somebody off of a container, Coke, bottle of water, whatever, and plant it on anything you want to plant it on. They have video after video after video of how you do that. They're moving away now from fingerprinting as a way to identify. And they're moving towards palm prints, vein analysis, where it scans your veins so that people can't use a print taken from somewhere else to make entry into a property that's not theirs. So, Mr. Perry, listen, I'm not going to repeat that again. I've said it for the record. We know what you're up to. You're caught again. When you piss me off because you're fucking with me and traumatizing and terrorizing and starving and tormenting, you just get caught every fucking time. You always want to try to find a way to arrange a false arrest and it not be linked to you. Your meetings have been recorded over and over and over and over and over. You've gotten your shovel and you have dug and dug and dug and dug. And most people are smart enough to stop when they're in a hole. And you don't. You guys just keep digging. And we've never seen any kind of stupid to this level. That people that keep getting caught every damn day just go at it more and more and more. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Now, you with your Satanists. I'm going to talk to the Satanists right here. The reason somebody would become a Satanist is when they gave up on believing God. You went to the other side. You thought that the other side was going to offer you a better deal than God, who created the universe. I believe in God. I realize some people don't. I'm going to speak right now to these people do, or they wouldn't be Satanists, right? Because in order to believe in Satan, you got to believe in God. You just don't like God. God didn't answer your prayer like you thought he should when he thought you should, right? So you decided, I'm going to go serve Satan. I'm pissed at God. He didn't do things my way. So let's do the story of Joseph again. Joseph is a little boy, about 12 years old. He was bullied by his brothers every day, and he's praying to God, please make the bullying stop. Please make the bullying stop. Please make the bullying stop. So God gives him a dream. His brothers are bowing to him. And God's showing him, this is what it's going to be like. Your brothers are going to bow to you. They're not going to bully you anymore. Well, he's a little kid. He's 12. And he goes out and he gets all excited. And he's telling his brothers who are bullying and bullying and bullying and tormenting and harassing and pestering this kid. Because he was his dad's favorite. And they were jealous. Instead of just trying to be like him, they bullied and attacked him. And that's typically what people do who are just pathetic. So what he did is he's asking God for deliverance. Please deliver me from this. It's awful. I'm tired of living like this. And God tells him, I'll deliver you from it. And not only that, but your brothers are going to bow to you. And he's telling them when they're bullying him again, God is going to make it where you bow to me. Boy, that really pissed him off. They sold him into slavery. I'm sure at that moment, that Joseph, thinking that when he told his brothers, God said, you're going to bow to me, that they would. God said it, right? Surely they'll do what God said. He's only 12. He's thinking that might be what happens. Instead, he's sold into slavery. Now, at this moment, do you not think that he was beginning to doubt God in what he heard and what was just said to him? I think I got it wrong. Here, I'm a slave now. My brothers not only didn't bow to me, they sold me into slavery. I'm never going to see my dad again. This isn't what God promised me. Things got bad. So he goes into this man's house. He's not being bullied anymore. Now he's in a man's house. He becomes the top servant. He worked his ass off. Well, so God honored him in that situation because he honored God. He didn't give up. He knew someday it's going to happen. If God said it, it's going to come. It's going to come to pass. It's a promise. God does not lie. God is not a man that he should lie. So he goes in and becomes the top servant. And then one day the wife comes around and tries to rape him. Like Charles Perry tries to rape me. Forced herself on him against his will. Like Mr. Perry does to me. Well, Joseph wouldn't have it. He took off. But she threw the sash on him. So he gets accused of rape falsely because he didn't rape her. He ran, just like I did. And he gets put in jail. So he's sitting in jail. And again, he's probably going, this is not what this is not what my vision was, Lord. But I'm not going to give up on you because I know this is something, I don't know what it is, but it's part of your divine plan that's going to come out okay. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep believing you, even when things look awful and black and dark. So he's in prison. Well, he's put in charge of management of product, managing the food distribution. So he learns food distribution in jail. And he has a dream. Somebody else has dreams there, and he's interpreting them. And one of them was the baker, and one of them was the cupbearer, I think, of Pharaoh. Pharaoh's the president of the United States. Pharaoh's the president of Egypt. So he interprets their dreams, and one of them is all thankful. He gets to get out of jail and go get his job back. And he says, please remember to mention me to the Pharaoh. And he's like, oh, sure. Well, he didn't. He forgot. Again, that's divine intervention, even though it looks bad. Joseph is still sitting in jail. So then Pharaoh has a dream. 7 fat calves, 7 skinny ones, 7 fat wheat, whatever they're called, and 7 slender ones. So they call for Joseph because now the baker remembers. Oh yeah, there's a guy in jail that I remember now. He knows how to interpret dreams. So they get him out of jail and they bring him in. And Joseph says, oh yeah, you're going to have 7 years of prosperity and 7 years of famine. So during the years of prosperity, you need to properly distribute and manage the product so that you have some left over to feed yourselves during the 7 years of famine, or you'll die. Your whole country will starve to death. Well, they put Joseph in 2